This time on Whatever We Want, we talked about Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 3, Chapter 11, The Heiress. There are spoilers for this, also time codes in the description if you want to jump ahead. Really excited about this one. This was one of my favorite episodes, personally. Lots happen. Let's just jump into it. Let's go. PreBanter, bam, boosh, fast PreBanter. You know why, Daniel?
Why?
Because we are late. That's my bad. Apologies. This episode's coming out a little later than the last two.
Well, it's kind of both our faults. I mean, you know what my week was like.
It's been a busy weekend, you know?
It was pretty busy, you know.
But we're here now, so.
Yeah,
I really just kind of want to get into it. Are you ready for the intro?
Yes, hit me with it. Slam it.
You may want us to talk about this or that, but we don't care. We're going to talk about whatever we want. Blah. Welcome back, everyone, to Whatever We Want, the podcast where we, Jake and Daniel, two devilishly handsome gentlemen, talk about movies, behind the scenes, insights, recapping The Mandalorian is what we're doing right now, right, Daniel?
Correct, Season 2.
Yes. Speaking of, I haven't told you this, Daniel, I figured we should do a little recap of the first two episodes of Season 2.
Wait, did we say spoilers?
Spoilers. You think that would be cool?
Oh, you mean like in the beginning of this one, or like?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I prepared a recap rap for
Oh,
it.
God.
All right. I'm going to put in a sick beat, hopefully, after this. Here we go.
You just don't, and it's literally just you.
We'll see which is funnier. All right. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I literally did this, like, you texted me, like, let's do 6 at 5:40, and I was like, all right. And then I just cranked this out, so here we go. Yo, my name is Jake, and I'm here with Dan. I'm here to recap The Mandalorian. Season 2 is off to a good start. Mando got Boba's armor parts. Speaking of Boba, did you know he's alive? But before that, Mama Frog arrives. Her little eggs catch Baby Yoda's eye. Watch out, a giant spider died. Dave Filoni here to save the day. That's Season 2. This is the way! Drops mic. Bam.
That's pretty good. Honestly, for like 20 minutes, that's better than what I was expecting.
I'm looking at Logan, he's cringing right now. Oh my gosh,
Man.
I peaked.
That's one way to put it. But no,
Wow.
that was okay. It was there.
Please leave a review if you enjoyed that and a rating.
Again, for 20 minutes, 10 out of 10.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So
But yeah, so Mando did all that.
that was the first two episodes, just in case you forgot. So now we're on the third episode. I love how the actual recap, not the recap rap, starts with, I've never removed my helmet. And I was like, oh, something's happening with the helmet this episode.
Yep.
Where does it pick up, Daniel?
So we're in the Razor Crest that's pretty beat up.
We're in like half the Razor Crest.
Yeah, pretty much. Not even. It's like the little room in the front.
Yeah.
And they're get a little wake up beacon thing because you're coming close to the planet. Although they're closer to the other planet, so I'm like, why are you waking him up like this early? You
Yeah.
know? But it's cinematic.
But it's because they have to do a manual re-entry.
Yeah, that's true.
Which reminds me, this whole sequence reminded me of episode 3 when they had to crash land the ship.
Yeah, another happy landing.
I wrote that down. when it fell in the water. Like,
Yeah. It's like, oh, we're good. And then the one engine just goes.
I feel like that'd be me flying, like get 99% of the way there and be like, oh, and then mess up the final like 5 feet.
Have you ever played No Man's Sky?
I have not.
That is literally what it's like when you start flying.
Really?
Yeah, you get really close to start your landing, and then you just like swerve off and you, like crash your ship in the side of a mountain.
Dang. Luckily, I'm better at driving. Yeah, but then we get a title sequence, Chapter 11, the Heiress.
Yes.
Right?
At first, I was like, who are we talking about here? You know? Who's the Heiress?
This was what do you think of this episode before we like get further into it?
I thought this episode was amazing.
Yeah.
Like one of the best.
This might be my favorite episode of season 2. Oh, possibly the whole thing.
Yeah. There's just so many moments where it's just like, oh.
It's magic.
Oh!
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked the giant like walker crane thing that gets them out. It was kind of a cool design.
Yeah, I like that too.
I just like the design of the like dock, like the planet.
I like how it was all Mon Cala and what was the other species with like the squid face?
I call them the Davy Jones species.
All the Davy Jones and the Mon Cala, they're all just there. And like the ship, like they look like they'd be what you'd be fishing for, but they're the ones doing the fishing.
Haha, ironic.
Yeah, I liked how ironic that was.
We get like the Akbar alien, which is like what you were saying, but like I thought he had a really funny voice, the guy that he pays to like fix his ship up.
Yeah, he was, or he did.
And then the Mama Frog and Papa Frog reunite. It's actually like a really like sweet, heartfelt moment.
Nice and tender frog hug.
Yeah.
think I was ever going to say that, but yeah.
I never thought those words would come out of my mouth.
But then we also get somebody off in the side before
Yeah.
Who do we see there, Jake?
I mean, we don't know yet, but it's like she got some like Sidious vibes going on.
Yeah.
With her cloak.
All dark and creepy.
Yeah. Have we seen this planet like in real life so far? Like IRL? I don't know.
In real life?
Live action. That's what I was trying to say. Live action. That was the word that escaped me.
I was like, Jake, I'm not sure if you've been to any other planets. I know I haven't.
I've been to Camino, but Musafar's on my bucket list right now.
Really? Mustafar? Dude, I'd be looking to try to hit up Naboo.
Dude, I'd go through all like the spots that the fight went through. Naboo is also up there in the bucket list. Hoth is not.
Mustafar is like just too hot and like dangerous.
Perfect for me.
Oh my god. I just fit in.
All right. Anyways, back to the tank. They get into that little like cafe casino, not casino. Like what was it? The inn? Is that what they call it?
It's like an inn. Yeah.
Yeah. The waiter says that seats are scarce and like everyone has to buy food, and that literally just reminded me of the COVID rule at Penn State right now, because like everyone has to buy food. Like I went out to a bar. And what like some of us didn't want to get food, but they like made us all buy food because they're like, "Oh, seats are scarce," and I was like, "Oh, it's like deja vu."
It's happening in real life. Oh my god. Yeah. I also thought the chowder mechanism was kind of cool. I mean, the chowder is kind of gross looking. But the mechanism itself was cool.
Yeah, like the tube above, but also like, can anyone just like get more? Like just reach up and tube more to themselves?
Yeah, but then you gotta pay for it.
Would that be like a keg stand, just like getting the tube?
I guess.
Are you eating?
Yeah, I'm eating chocolate cookies.
I thought you were gonna eat the broth that we were talking about, the chowder. Speaking of, Baby Yoda gets attacked by his food.
Honestly, I could use some of that chowder right now. I'm not gonna lie. I could go for chowder.
Even with the squid, the live like squid in it or whatever.
Yeah, well, not live, but like if it was like cooked.
When Mando like vibro blades it.
He's like, don't play with your food.
So yeah, basically this guy comes over, Davy Jones species. He says that he'll take him to other like Mandalorians. So they go on like this like ship, which also I thought was a really cool shot of like the establishing shot of the ship, like the barge or whatever.
Yeah, same. And then like you're seeing like how far out they're in the ocean, which also showed like how much of a water world this is.
Yeah, and they said they're transporting, what was it, like a Mama Kori or something?
I forget, but it was something. I feel like it was definitely brought up before. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But dude, when he like chucked Baby Yoda in, I panicked. I audibly like started freaking out.
Dude, and then I lost it. I was like, whoa!
And then like he actually got eaten. I was like, this isn't the way.
But I was like, he's inside of his pod, so he's going to survive. Like he has to. If they kill Baby Yoda this way, everybody would be so mad.
Stop watching. Yeah. I literally was like, I mean, he's not dead, but like, still, I was freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
What if he came out with like one less ear or something?
Oh no, he came out and like one arm is gone.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so Mandalorian just instinctively like dives in after him, and like everything just heats up.
Yeah, he dives in, but he can't really do anything underwater.
Yeah.
And he starts like drowning, and they close the gate on top of him. And they just start
poking
at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then some people come in.
Yeah.
Some people come in. Who comes in, Daniel?
some other Mandalorians.
Yeah.
The Night Watch, to be specific.
They start kicking butt.
They were going ham.
I thought he was the Watch. He was in the Watch or not? Is he not?
Is it the Watch? I thought there was specific.
Oh, they're different watches.
I thought it was from the Clone Wars, the Night Watch. Yeah. Then I thought the Night Watch was the ones that have like the little owl, whatever.
You got your movement watches.
You have your smart watches.
Yeah. But yeah, there's 3 Mandalorians total. Like, and they start just kicking butt.
And they just freaking wreck the whole ship. Dude.
But Baby Yoda's okay.
Yeah.
And again, when the lady like takes the pod door off and picks him up, he farts again when getting picked up. I don't know why. I just love that recurring thing that's been happening. That every time Baby Yoda gets picked up,
he gets
farts.
scared. He just
And then they instantly take their masks off, and I was like, well, this is why they did that in the recap. Matt knew as soon as she flew in that it was Bo-Katan, just based off of like her.
I knew too.
Stuff. I figured out like when she said like I'm Bo-Katan, I was like, oh wow, like I should have seen that.
She takes out her mask, you see her full face, and then she says, "I am Bo-Katan." Oh, that's Bo-Katan.
But yeah, can you give a little like history of her, Daniel?
So she and her sister are like for reference to the title episode, where it's talking about the heiress. She's the heiress of Mandalore. Her and her sister are from royal line.
Satine was her sister, right?
Yeah, Satine was her sister,
which was Obi-Wan's like lover.
Yeah,
allegedly.
So that was a whole trip. But yeah, it was shown off in the Clone Wars show where there's the Siege of Mandalore, and there's the whole planet's pretty much been at war for like a long time.
Yeah, which is kind of rough. Yeah, Mandalore. All right. So the Mandalorians on the planet Mandalore during the Clone Wars tried to remain neutral like the whole time.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like the Siege of Mandalore happened, so that didn't really happen. And they've just been at war with themselves. I think Bo-Katan and like the Mandalore episodes were like in season 4 and 5, and then 7 of the Clone Wars. And then she also showed up in Rebels as well in a few episodes. I don't know exactly what. But an important thing that I remembered at this point was that, and we'll get to later, was that Bo-Katan like teamed up with Ahsoka for a while. So that's just something I kind of clocked. Back to the tank on that note. Mandalorian, Mando is like, I actually wrote it down. So he's part of the Watch. He's the one that's part of like the Watch, they say, and basically he's like upset that they took off their helmets, and the Watch, they say, is like a cult which explains why like in the Clone Wars Mandalorians just take off their armor like willy nilly, and then he like is like against it. I always kind of wondered like why that was the case, and this actually like explains it well. Like it makes sense.
What is the Night Watch?
It's what Dwight formed on The Office to protect neighborhood scandals.
There's the Death Watch, and the Death Watch was a Mandalorian splinter group that was opposed the pacifist government by Mandalore, led by Satine. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Back during the season 4 or whatever, when all that Satine stuff was happening, the Death Watch was the ones that were fighting against the more pacifistic government.
If you had to wrap a summary of what you just said, how would it go?
That's a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just it. Just the beat, because literally this is a little bit. There's not really much to say.
All right, back to the tank. So
the Death Watch, a group of guys.
Government. Mandalorian doesn't want to team up with them, so he like kind of flies off with Baby Yoda, and then he gets surrounded by the Davy Jones brother, Charlie Jones.
You don't understand. You killed my brother. Now I'm gonna kill your pet. Like, how is that a fair trade? Like, when you just want to kill him?
Yeah, but yeah. So the Mandalorians come in and save him for a second time, and we find out that this, like, I call them the Blue Crew. They're trying to get the stolen weapons from this like ship and use it to take back Mandalore. I believe that was like the plan they told Mando. Yeah, it's weird having more Mandalorians. It's like I'm like, what do I call Mandalorian?
You can't just say Mando because they're all Mando. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Bo-Katan said here that like if Mando helps her, she can lead him to one of the Jedi, and I was like, Ahsoka perhaps, and I mean, spoiler.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Even though technically she's not a Jedi, but
yeah. I know. We're right. But first, they got, of course, to like another side quest. He leaves Baby Yoda with the frogs. Oh, sorry, my mic just fell again.
I just heard that. That sounded epic.
All right, we're back. Sorry for that intermission. Hopefully my mic won't fall again. That's happening a lot lately. I don't know why. I think I'm just bad at hooking it on.
You're just clumsy.
I am. Well, we were saying that he left Baby Yoda with the frogs, which I think is a horrible idea, like leaving him with the eggs. And then we get another one of those iconic shots of Baby Yoda looking through the glass. Yeah. With that like mystical music.
I was like, oh, they did it again. They did it again. Yeah.
But dude, then it cuts to like them, like the ship taking off, and the music when the ship taking off like got me hyped. It was when they start like infiltrating the ship.
Yeah. Well, first they talked about their plan for it.
Yeah. And then the stormtroopers still suck. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, dude. It was like, like they're gonna go off, and they were, dude. Like, freaking, like flipping them over the sides.
I literally almost like I peed from excitement, almost seeing like the shot of the Mandalorians just walking down the corridor, like through the smoke. Oh, dude, that was awesome.
The first time when they actually get inside, and then Katan just literally goes like just all melee on these guys. Just pop, pop. Throw a knife into you. Throw a knife into you. Boom, boom. You know? Oh, man.
Baba Booey. Yeah.
Booey.
But yeah, so the I like the guys in the cockpit. Like, I feel like that'd be a fun Star Wars role to have. Just like a guy in the cockpit that is only there for like one episode, like an Empire guy in the cockpit, you know?
Yeah, that would be a good role. You know, like you could say like, hey, dude, I was an Imperial for a second and then I died.
Yeah.
Electric cyanide.
So the guy in the cockpit says to climb now, which isn't really part of the plan / I don't think legal.
Yeah, because they had to get so far away from the docks before they could actually go up.
He tells the other Imperial officer down below to hold them off at the like cargo bay, right?
Yeah, so they're in the storage area. I don't get how the ship's laid out, but this was kind of really dumb. But again, they are Imperial, so I'm not surprised by it.
Yeah.
They freaking lock themselves into the one room. It's like the back end of the ship.
Well, I love when he's saying lock the doors. He's like, close the doors. Which doors? All of them. All of them. The way he like delivered that was really funny. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I just remembered. This is kind of going back. But so this is a little filmmaking insight thing. But the person that directed this was Bryce Dallas Howard. And that's the, I think, daughter of Ron Howard, who did Solo and stuff. But he made Apollo 13, and the sequence of the ship like falling back into the atmosphere was like an homage to the sequence of like Apollo 13 like falling back into the atmosphere.
Huh, never knew that.
Yeah, the more you know. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, sorry. Back to the tank. Where were we? They get launched.
Yeah, they get launched out of the ship.
Yeah.
And then
Bo-Katan reveals the actual plan. The plan's to take the entire ship, and Mando's like,
and he's like, that's not part of the deal. I need to go back and get the kid. Yada yada yada.
this deal's getting worse all the time. And then she says she needs something, and I was like, it's a Darksaber. She wants a Darksaber.
Yeah, it totally is a Darksaber.
Like, I knew it.
So they get to the front of the ship, and she starts questioning one captain, right?
Well, the main guy, before they get to the ship,
before
he hollow messages with
Gideon,
yeah.
He's like, you know what you must do.
And then they have to kamikaze.
They try to pull Captain America.
Mando, like, has to, like, almost sacrifice himself. And, like, some epic music goes down.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they're holding off the door, and then...
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool shot.
And then she does confirm she does want the Darksaber.
Yep.
And then they pull up the ship in time, and then this guy, like, kills himself.
Yep, electric cyanide.
Like Captain America style, but, like, with electricity. Dude, when Bo-Katan takes off her helmet, it sounded exactly like the sound effects for Vader's helmet. Like the like whatever. I was like, whoa.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's not pressurized, or at least as far as I know, it's not pressurized. That'd be weird.
Yeah. So she also reveals that Corvus, I think she said, is where Ahsoka Tano is.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. Do it.
Corvus sounds like a familiar planet.
Yeah, it did. I don't know. But we'll probably see it next. So
let me Google it.
And then Mando yeets off the ship. Baby Yoda is playing with the baby, which is really cute. And then we get back to the ship, and it's in really, really rough shape still. Like, it almost looks like it's in worse shape than before, if that's even possible. Like, it's held together, like, by strings, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, how... It's like, I gave you 1,000 credits. This is the best you could do?
Yeah.
And it's like, it literally looks like it's just garbage.
And apparently, so that Mon Calamari, I saw a fact online that, like, you know when it's like nostrils move and kind of like flare?
Mm-hmm.
They apparently needed a second puppeteer just to do that. And the actor they called, I'm going to butcher this name, I'm sorry. It's like Jania Gavankar. And that it's the actress that did the Battlefront 2 campaign. Like the woman that was like the lead in that. Like,
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she got the call, and they asked, like, do you want to come puppeteer the nostrils of this Mon Calamari? And she said, heck yes, but
sure.
Heck was something that I don't want to say. Frick yes.
That's such a, like, odd, but such an amazing job. We need you to remote control some nostrils.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm in. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah.
I just said I wouldn't curse it. Whatever. Yeah, and there's a weird little alien tentacle thing that goes after Baby Yoda, and Mando just like a beast just grabs it. And then they jump to hyperspace. And that's the episode. What's the last time we saw Ahsoka? It was in Rebels when she got pulled into like that time travel thing, right?
Yeah, so it was at Sith Temple where...
Yeah, so she was fighting Darth Vader and looked like she was going to die. And then Ezra went and like time travel pulled her back, which I'm not really a big fan of the time travel stuff, but it is what it is. And then I don't really know what happened after that.
I never really watched Rebels, so I really don't know. And then after I heard about the time travel stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm really going to get into it. Plus, also, in my opinion, the modeling and animations were much less quality than Clone Wars. But
Clone Wars Season 7 picked it up again.
Yeah,
it did. Slack.
Dude, Season 7 was just like, give it to me.
Yeah, theories and predictions. So I think we'll see Ahsoka at the end of next episode. It'll be like a cliffhanger.
Wait, were we correct about our predictions last time? What were we saying with our predictions last time?
We said either what happened, like this was gonna happen. We didn't predict like Bo-Katan.
I think we predicted other Mandalorians though.
Yeah, we predicted that the frog people were gonna reunite at the beginning of the episode, which is what happened. Yeah,
so we're pretty close. Not exact. There's a lot of extra details in there.
I think either Ahsoka's going to be met like halfway through the next episode or right at the end of the next episode. And also, I think Bo-Katan and Mando's paths are probably going to cross again, especially if she's looking for the Darksaber and like Gideon has it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, also in the credits, I saw that the Sarah Finn casting company did the casting, and that's the same people that do Marvel So that's interesting.
Huh.
They're doing some good work, in my opinion. Yeah, what other theories, predictions do you have?
Well,
What do you think's going to happen?
I kind of agree with you that Ahsoka's going to be at the end. I think she might save Mando at the end of the next episode in like a fight or something like that. Here's what I think is going to happen.
Oh, okay.
I think Mando's going to make his way to Corvus. I think he's going to be interrupted by somebody. Whether it be Boba, whether it be that chick in black.
Oh.
Maybe it's some kind of Imperial
Maybe
setup.
Apollo Creed.
I don't know. It's going to be one of the three. Okay?
Yeah. Maybe Dave Filoni will show up again.
He's like, yeah, we're going to actually arrest you this time. You weren't flying with a beacon again, so...
We didn't think he would actually make it off that plane in that hunk of junk, so...
Oh, man. So, yeah, no, I think he's going to get in a little bit of scrap. So he's going to make it to Corvus, but it's going to be tough for him to, like, find Ahsoka there.
That's tough, buddy.
I don't want to say he's going to, like, mimic this episode, because it's not, but it's going to be... He's going to get in trouble.
My dad has, like, kind of talked about how, like, it feels like there's kind of, like, somewhat of a formula that he's getting a little tired of, where, like, Mando lands, his ship needs repaired, and then he goes on an adventure and he can't use his ship because it's being repaired. I was like, that is kind of what's happening a lot.
Yeah, that is kind of what's... Yeah.
So maybe he just needs to land better, because apparently between getting a ship fixed and landing, like, it breaks again.
I think he might actually lose his ship eventually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, he's close to it. It's like hanging on by a thread, literally, right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, he's just gonna have to give it up eventually. You know, like it's coming to the edge.
I'm with you to the end of the line.
That thing's not. It's not gonna be good for space jumping anymore.
Yeah, literally, a piece of it fell off as it space jumped right before the end of this.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, go. But yeah, I think he's gonna make it to Corvus, but he's gonna be interrupted by somebody, and then there's
Was that like Popeye? What did you just do?
What did I do?
Like,
I didn't even remember. You said that. I'm like, wait, did I? My whole brain just blinked for a second. I guess when I did it,
you just blacked out.
Popeye came out.
It was from you ate some spinach and then like Popeye took over. You just blacked out and know what just happened.
Was that sound he makes right before like really gets bulky? He's like,
I don't know. We're not here to talk about Popeye. Let's talk about Mandalorian. Back to the tank.
That was weird. There has to be some gap between him getting out of a fight to then Ahsoka, right?
Maybe it's just like exploring. Like maybe she's in hiding like Luke was. I wonder what Luke is doing at this time.
Well, it's the Empire's done.
Yeah,
right?
It's been 5 years.
So I think he's still going on some quest and maybe starting to set up the Jedi Temple.
Trying to start the new Jedi Order.
Yeah.
Maybe Ben is like about to be born.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Interesting. Anyways, any other theories, predictions you wanted to talk about?
I don't know. Like, he's obviously not going to leave the child with Ahsoka, right? So, what do you think Ahsoka would send him to then, once he does find her?
She'll probably recognize it like as Yoda, but I don't know what that will mean, like what she'll do.
Exactly, right? Like, would she want it to go join the Jedi? Would she? I mean, she still doesn't like being a Jedi.
Yeah, maybe the end like of this whole thing will be like him giving it to Luke. I don't know.
But that is a good point to think about. You know, like what is going to be the fate of the child?
Maybe she'll train him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Are you ready for some patron shout-outs?
Yeah, hit me with them.
Cue the epic Star Wars music. Boosh! You got patron Lori, Frank, Tony, Rick, Evan. Thank you for pledging the tier that gets you the shout-out. If you want to pledge, you get episodes early. Lots of cool perks. Schedules, the episodes, these shout-outs. Link is in the description. Also, follow our social medias, please. They're also linked below. Twitter, Instagram, we give updates when we post stuff. Ask questions and polls and stuff like that. Yes. Yeah. Leave a review, rating, all that jazz. Appreciate you guys. That is all I had. Daniel, what else do you want to do?
If you want to send me some chocolate as well, I'm always free. Just ping me and tell me you're sending me chocolate, I will take the chocolate.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. I got a new review. I almost missed it. It is from MD Mom 1987-65. I've always enjoyed your podcast, but these deep dives in the Mandalorian series have really been outstanding. You both have uncovered things that I haven't heard in some of the other podcasts I listen to. That's what makes your recap special. You can tell the two of you are true, down to the core Star Wars fans. Your knowledge about the Star Wars universe is over the top, and it shows in the quality of the analysis you provide on each of the episodes. Looking forward to a great great season. Sorry. Thank you.
Aww.
I think I know who that is.
That's such a nice way to call us nerds.
I think I know who that is, but I don't want to say it just in case I'm wrong. But thank you. I really appreciate that.
Neat.
Cool. Thank you again. We'll read shout-outs. We'll do review shout-outs if you leave them. All right. Daniel, take us home.
We just talked about whatever we want to talk about, and now we're done. Blank.
Thank you so much for listening. I feel like I've been out of it. I apologize for that one. I think that recap rap just like destroyed me. Like I don't know, but
Yeah, no,
we're here.
it's just been
We
there.
made it. Yeah, I'm really excited for the future of The Mandalorian. Please subscribe if you want to hear more about it. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.